Yeah, does anyone know how to make up? Because I think I need some. Thank you. You're great. Thanks. So first off, guys, it's a pleasure to be here. It's really an honor. I'm really positive about this initiative. I really really excited about it. I thank Vinicius, Jeff, and everyone that invited me. I want to begin with some information. There's going to be an antennas list that Daniel is going to reach out to you guys, and so you guys can put on your names just to make sure that you guys attended.
Just put in your login and then confirm. Right?
Yeah, it's going to be passed around the tablet. And yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is not going to work for very long. I need the focus in there. Is there? Okay, that's great. Okay, thanks. All right, let's get started. So, English for all. And I am Eduardo, and this is a little bit of my story with English that I want to start off telling. So, as maybe most of you guys, I started with video games. I loved those things. I still love them, and I needed the English skills in order to start playing. Right, and you gotta distinguish options from start. Like you gotta know how to select continue in order to keep playing. So I started with video game, but that was not enough. Of course, video games can get you only so far. I mean, there's lots of things that they don't cover. So this is why I began taking classes in 2010. I was already in university. I really felt that my English needed an improvement. I felt that it was not enough. I could not talk to people back then. I felt that I needed more, and I really needed the real English. I mean, in the way that I could go out to the world and actually talk to people, get new experiences. So it was really helpful because I ended up living abroad for 1 year in 2013. And if I hadn't done these classes in 2010, I wouldn't be able to rent my apartment, which I did by myself in 2013, talk to people, get to know a new culture and new experiences. So, so far I've been working here for a year, and we do English only zone all the time. So I've been speaking English here in CI&T for the whole day, for the whole year. And what I like most about English, it's just not any language, English is different because it boosts your self-improvement. What do I mean by that? I mean, for me, the most important thing in life is improving yourself, is being a better part of yourself every day. Like every day you are better. And English really boosts that. I mean, it enables you to do that better. Why? Because the majority of contents that are out there on the internet, whatever, are done in English. So English is really a key, I'd say a whole door to boost your self-improvement. And also enables you with new experiences. But for example, the things I said about living abroad, I wouldn't be able to gather so much experience if it wasn't for my English skills. So this is just a motivation for you guys to really start something different, like really go and learn with this in mind, boosting your self-improvement and enabling new experiences. It's really worth it. So about the initiative, despite everything that, I mean, in addition to everything that Vinicius said, this is 2020 is really the turning point. We're going to start having 46% of revenue from international contracts. I feel really excited about that. This is a big opportunity for us that are learning English every day. We probably, I mean, this is a certain opportunity that we get, like, to work with ever increasing challenges and technology and new technologies, new clients, and so on. So I'm really excited about this date that we will have the the privilege to work in a company that really changes the world as more as a whole than just our own country. It's very exciting. So about the initiative again, I don't think I have to say much about this because it's being said a lot. So yeah, I'm covering movies, Kyle sports, Mateus experiences abroad, and Daniel on the games, mostly tabletops. And let's get to the rules of this. I mean, I don't plan to be standing here for the whole hour talking by myself. I'm actually planning to make you guys do a little bit of work. And how is it gonna work? So English first. Uh, let's try our best. Let's do whatever we can. So everything you guys have to ask, like anything, try English first. How am I gonna do this? I can't barely speak like my name in English. So it doesn't matter. Don't be shy. If you need help, ask someone else. If you know anyone that speaks English better than you, ask this person. Ask myself, ask anyone in here. This is meant to be something really live and like as much communication as you can. So this is how it's gonna work. And I really hope that you guys are engaged to it. So the deal for today is, as you probably know, gonna talk about Kill Bill. I really like this movie. That's why I picked it up for the first presentation. There's gonna be some summary, trivia, which are some curiosities about the movie, some quiz for those that paid attention to the trivia, and then some free chat. This is my summary about the movie. I'm not very good on this summary, so I just skip it. And the important part here is that you make sure you grab your popcorns, which I don't see anyone having right now. Just come on, pass the popcorn around. All right, that's Zero Coke here. Joãozinho shouldn't be handling this. All right. Okay, let's get started. So, oh yeah, that's I made sure you guys understand the movie. So I made a quick, a quick version of the movie for those who haven't watched so far. Can we trigger this and then make sure that it's live?
I was a woman. I was you, a woman.
Actually, that's the first. This is the other one.
Why did you run away from me, my baby?
Close this. Yeah. Yeah. This is a spoiler. Yeah, sorry. Let me get back to the one. Yeah. Yeah. When you click, it passes the slide, so I totally messed it up. Okay, this is the one we want to see. Yeah, go ahead and. Oh yeah. Yes. That's great. Okay, now you got to change the. We could have opened it in the same window. Yeah, just click on it. It's on the. Yeah, click on it. Just click, yeah, and then maximize it. Yeah.
I am gonna kill Bill.
Yeah, I hope you guys got the idea of the movie. It's pretty straightforward. It's like really touchy and yeah. Now you're gonna go to the long and boring version of it. Really? Okay, let's just in case it's really easy to miss some parts.
I am gonna kill Bill.
All right. And now back to yeah. Now seriously, yeah. There's a 5-minute version made by a guy which I don't remember the name. I really thank him, whoever he is. He made a 5-minute version of the movie. Now is the time that you'll get some sleep, eat some popcorn, because there's gonna be 5 minutes of Kill Bill. Just to make sure I'm doing the right thing here, does anyone want to skip this part? It's like 5 minutes of Kill Bill summary. I don't know if you guys want to see it or just jump straight to the rest of the thing. Raise your hands if you want to skip it. Okay, just Ibrahim, get the hell out of here, dude. Sorry. Let's watch the thing. Just kidding. Stay here,
I was
please.
a woman. I was your woman. I was a killer who killed for you.
Why did you run away from me, my baby?
Once you knew you'd claim her. And
Yes.
I didn't want that.
Not your decision to make.
Yes. But it's the right decision, and I made it for my daughter.
Just in case you guys don't have internet, there's a Vivo advertisement here. Yeah.
Once upon a time, in China, head priest of the White Lotus clan, Pai Mei, was
It's a very nice part.
walking down a road.
I like to
Shaolin
comment on
monk
movies, okay? I do that all the
Pai
time.
Mei
Don't go to the movies
gave
with
the
me.
monk the
It's
slightest
really-
of nods. The nod was not returned. So began the legend of Pai Mei's 5-point palm exploding heart
you
technique.
know that thing that she
He
did
hits you
on the
His
fast version?
fingertips.
That's the legend of that.
at 5
Yeah.
different pressure
Strike.
points on your body, and then lets you walk away. But once you've taken 5 steps, your heart explodes inside your body, and you fall to the floor. Dead. This is me at most masochistic.
Yeah, she was waiting for a baby. And
決してまっすぐな道ではない。むしろ森だ。森の中では道に迷いやすい。自分の位置が分からずどこから来たかを忘れる。
I wish I knew how to do that.
金髪の戦士よ、行きなさい。
Freeze, mommy.
Bang, bang!
Bang, bang.
Should have been a Nerf gun,
You're
though.
dead, mommy. So, die. Phoebe,
Baby! What? You are the best.
Oh, mommy, don't die.
I'm a murdering bastard, you know that? And there are consequences to breaking the heart of a murdering bastard.
You and I have unfinished business.
You ain't kidding. Pai Mei taught you the 5-point palm exploding heart.
You betcha.
Of course he did.
Yeah, they lived happily ever after. All right. So, change. Yeah, and then presenter view. Not presenter view. Sorry. This is yeah, yeah, good. So, yeah. So, did anyone not see this movie so far? Okay, got some people here never seen the movie. Okay, so you see, as you can see, Bill dies at the end. That was Bill, the guy that took 5 steps and then dropped dead. So why did he die like that? She did that thing with him, right? She stroked him 4 times, and then he dropped dead after 5 steps. This I don't know if I remember the name completely, but this is the 5 finger exploding palm technique. I don't know. But anyways, she strikes the enemy's heart 5 times, and then it's only a matter of taking 5 steps, and then your heart bursts, it explodes, and then you die. That's how it happens. I mean, I wonder if this guy lived in a wheelchair for the rest of his life, he would be able to live like many years, right? I mean, she took like years to learn this technique, and then there's a work around that. Come on. Yeah, like Latrell. Oh yeah, Latrell Spencer. That's yeah. Yeah, from we yeah, we're doing nice references here. Okay, so let's talk more about who taught that girl that move and what's the legend behind this. Oh, that's the guy. I don't know if you remember this. This is Pai Mei. This is the motherfucker who told her how to do that thing. I don't know if I would should say motherfucker here, but whatever. Fuck that. So yeah, guy has a long beard, as you can see, and he's all about making fun of people, and he's the son of a bitch that knows everything. So the legend of Pai Mei, we're gonna be talking about this for a while now. So stay with me. Why? Because I want it. I like Pai Mei, and then that's the way I made this presentation. So you remember when that guy with the long flute he was playing and telling the blonde lady the tale? He was telling this story. Once upon a time in China, some believe around the year one double not three. Wait. I need two people here, guys. I need people to help me to explain what's going on in this legend, and I cannot do it alone. Please raise your hands. The first 2 guys that raises their hands, they're gonna get some treats here that we got, like Ouro Branco and Serenata de Amor, whatever you guys want. Okay, Nelisa, you can come. You're gonna make for a nice Pai Mei. I can see Pai Mei in you. Yeah, just a change of color. And another person, please. Yeah, if you guys don't raise your hands, I'll just throw Ouro Branco, and whoever this thing hits, it will be the next one. Come on. All right. All right. You're in a diet, dude. You shouldn't be doing this. Okay. Yeah, we can get an apple instead. All right. So what I need you guys to do for now is just stay where you are. I don't need you right now. Okay. So standing still. But some believe around the year one double not three. What the hell is this one double not three? I don't know. This is the way it's in the legend. I don't know this. Okay. Now this is the time I need you. See, the head priest of the White Lotus clan, Pai Mei. The head priest. Okay, what is a head priest? You know the priest, like the priest. He's like the highest of the priest, the boss of the priest, the super priest. Yeah, but the White Lotus clan doesn't have a pope, so he's the head priest. And Pai Mei That's the head priest of the White Lotus clan. Yeah. Yeah, the Red Lotus clan. Yeah, whatever. Good. He was walking down the road. Walk down the road, as Pai Mei was doing. No, 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 no. This is not the way Pai Mei walks down the road. No, let me show you. Let me show you. How does Pai Mei walk down the road? Oh my God, really? Look. This is the way Pai Mei walks. Okay. Yeah. You better walk like this. Otherwise, people won't learn how this legend goes. All right, walking down the road. I want you to walk down the, yeah, go, please. Yes. All right, walking down. But then there's more. You were contemplating whatever a man with Pai Mei's infinite power would contemplate. I mean, does anyone have any idea what Pai Mei would contemplate having infinite powers? Yeah, yeah, please. If anyone answers that in English, I can give another one of those. Okay, it's worth 2. I'll be generous. Please, guys, we really need some interaction here, not because I'm begging it, but because it's real important for English, right? English purposes. So, I don't know. There's actually no answer for this. You could have gotten 2 ouro brancos for free. You could have taken advantage of that. But anyways, he probably is contemplating himself because he has infinite power. So whatever he was contemplating was within himself. But anyways, so he was so powerful, he was contemplating something that we could never understand. That's what this sentence means. Whatever a man with his infinite power would contemplate, which is another way of saying who knows. I don't know. So Pai Mei is walking down the road when a Shaolin monk appeared on the road, traveling opposite direction. All right, so this is what happens when Pai Mei walks down the road and Shaolin monk opposite direction. Yeah, that's great. Okay. All right. That actually didn't happen in the tale. You can disregard that, though. Don't worry about. So next, what happens next? As the monk and the priest crossed paths. What does it mean to cross paths? There's a path. His Pai Mei's path was to go from here to there, and his path was from here to there. Their paths, they crossed. They crossed ways. As they crossed paths, Pai Mei, in a practically unfathomable display of generosity, oh my God. Really? What the hell is that? What does unfathomable mean? It's easy to get lost in this because there's some vocabulary that, can any word say that? If anyone can say this word that I just said, get some ouro branco. Out loud, please bring the microphone to people. I want, and take the treat with you. So the first one that raises their hand.
Hello.
Okay, whoever wants to try and pronounce this word is gonna get some.
I'm nervous.
Go ahead. Give it another shot.
Unfathomable.
Yeah, that was great, dude. That was great. I love that. Does anyone want to give another try? Okay, there's gonna be more, all right? Yeah. All right. What is that? Unfathomable. She did it better than I did, actually. Unfathomable is something that it's almost impossible to believe. It was actually unfathomable that she could say unfathomable. You know, that's what it means. So let's get back to the tale and see Pai Mei in a practically unfathomable display of generosity. So we could not believe how much generous Pai Mei were in that moment, you know. So he gave the monk the slightest of nods. What? Slightest of nods. Yeah, that's like that's pronunciation time again. Whoever wants to say, whoever wants to repeat. Why are you taking this? Oh, this is yours. Okay, granted. Yeah, whoever wants it. Who wants to give it a shot? Say the whole sentence. Let's see.
Hey. Slightest of nuts.
Or the ending was quite. Go. Let's try it again.
I pronounce the
that was
T
good, but
as R sound, like slightest of nuts.
nods.
Nuts.
Yes. Give him. Yeah, that was good. That was good. Just one. Yeah, it's one for each. Yeah. Yeah, but you always know that you always think that you know until you try and say it, right? Yeah, take a deep breath.
Okay. Slightest of nodes. Nods.
Yeah, like now say it the whole
Slightest of nodes.
That's great. That's great, dude. I love it. Yeah. There was a you have a British, you were born British in, I don't know. All right. So slightest of nods. So do you have any idea what you just said? Do you have any idea what you just said? What does that mean? The slightest of nods. Yeah, this is some that it's worth two treats. Let's. If anyone know the slightest of nods, you can demonstrate. You can. I'll give you a hint. It's some action, and you can demonstrate this action very easily. So, if anyone give me the slightest of nods, I will give this person back 2 treats. Actually, many people might be doing this, and I'm not noticing it. Of course, Daniel is not qualified for this. All right, no one wants to give it a try. The slightest of nods, guys. Yeah, Pai Mei gave the monk the slightest of nods. Yeah, that's the thing. Okay, all right, let's break this this thing once and for all. The slightest, what does slightest mean? So slightest is a superlative. I don't know how to say superlative. Does anyone, can you double check on that? Yeah, British fuck. Anyways, so superlative, the slight. So slight is something very kind of you cannot notice. So it's something that is very subtle, something soft. Yeah. So the slightest is the thing that could be, sorry, tiniest. Yeah, the tiniest, the thing that you can barely notice, you can almost not see. So this is what slightest means. So nods. A nod is simply just doing that. All right. So I cross paths with you and I say that. But Pai Mei didn't do that. Pai Mei did the slightest of nods. It's something like, or even slighter. I don't know. Maybe Pai Mei is so fast and is so precise that no one would never notice the slightest of nods coming from him. You know? Yeah, it's unfathomable. Yeah, it's unfathomable. Unfathomable how he can give the slightest of nods. So it happened that the nod was not returned. How come? So okay, let's try to make this happen. Give him the slightest of nods, and you don't return it. Yeah, that's. Let's say that this happened back then. Now again. Yeah. giving the slightest of nods. So, but you know, it's kind of I find it very credible. I really believe that this monk, being a Shaolin monk, he could have seen the slightest of nods because he's been trained to see slight movements all the time. But Pai Mei is so much better than he is. So the nod was not returned for some reason. What happened? Now, was it the intention of the Shaolin monk to insult Pai Mei by not returning the nod? It's like sometimes it happens here, you know. I'm just crossing paths with someone and the person just, please don't do that to me, dude. And if I do it to you, please just kick me in the butt or something because I don't like being that person. Sometimes you're just into your things, you know, you're so into your problems. I get it. Okay, you're just looking at me, but you're not seeing me at all. Yeah, not the intention of the monk because I don't know. Anyway, Pai Mei is a person that wouldn't probably forgive this. I would, but Pai Mei won't. So was the intention of the Shaolin monk to insult him? Or did he just fail to see the general social gesture? What does that mean? Did the monk fail? He didn't see the general's social gesture. Generous means to be generous. So it means here that Pai Mei was too generous by giving the slightest of nods. That was one of the best things that Pai Mei could do to an unknown person. He didn't know the monk, and yet he gave him the slightest of nods. That was too generous, dude. Pai Mei usually wouldn't even look at you. You were like you were despicable. You were so little compared to him that he was very generous to actually give him the slightest of nods. The motives of the monk remain unknown. What is known, however, were the consequences. And then, the next morning, now before I say that, I need a third person. Could be you. Please come around, yeah. Yeah, please. Yeah, thank you very much. You got a candy for volunteering to this act. Take this with you. It's not poisoned, I promise. Yeah, you can eat it now. All right. So here we are, 3 people. You are the monk, you are Pai Mei, and you're something that I won't tell right now. All right. So the next morning, Pai Mei appeared at the Shaolin temple. Let's see, there's a Shaolin temple, big and huge, full of Chinese stuff, like lots of stuff. And you are Pai Mei, you just get into the Shaolin temple, come on. I think we're running out of time here, let's go. All right, got to the Shaolin temple. Pai Mei demanded the temple's head abbot offer Pai Mei his neck. Okay, this is very complicated. Actually, I'm gonna change my mind. The temple is right here. Come here, please. All right. Walk. You got into the temple. This guy here, he's the head abbot. It's kind of like the head priest, but as the Shaolin temple is not so big, not as big as the White Lotus clan, they just got an abbot. They don't get a high priest. So the head abbot is the highest person in the Shaolin temple. So what Pai Mei did at this time is, I want your neck to repay the insult that your monk did to me by not returning my nod. Please say that. You want his neck, give me your neck. Or the thing here, guys, is trying to stress, trying to tell you, emphasize how important it is, because sometimes phrases are so much difficult to read because of vocabulary, you know. And then I had a hard time trying to reading this one. So what happened here is Pai Mei is demanding this guy's neck because this guy is the boss of that monk. He's a boss of the monk. Yeah, you are, sorry. And yeah, And now you turn to his boss, the monk's boss, asking for his, yeah, it's working, for his neck. Yeah, do your
Give me-
best.
Sorry. Give me your neck.
And you can ask why.
Because someone insulted me.
Yeah, your monk insulted me.
Your monkey insulted me.
Okay, now this is the time that the abbot at first tried to console Pai Mei. How, you know? You have to console him because you don't want to give Pai Mei your neck. You have to console him in order to save your own neck, dude. Do you have any idea how you're gonna console Pai Mei, make it up, compensate for Pai Mei in order not to give your neck, you know, taken away from your body? Pai Mei is that guy, which is supposed to be that girl. Okay, do your best. Like, you know what to console is? To console, to make up for, to compensate. Like, you did something bad and now you're trying to compensate. Like, to, you know. Yeah, but you've already eaten it, right?
But I eat
Sorry. All right.
You can leave it to trash for me.
Yeah. All right. That was a good try, but still, Pai Mei was inconsolable. He couldn't forgive that by all means. So what did Pai Mei do? First, I wanted to thank you guys. I don't think we need you guys here anymore. Sorry for being so harsh. Thank you very much. Yeah, this... Everything has its price, dude. Even soda. Yeah, Pai Mei is always there waiting, and he never forgets. So what happened later is, I need focus here. Yeah. Yeah. This is the part that I forget to pass the slide. But anyways, I managed to explain. I hope you guys got the head abbot part, because it was very well played here. Those guys are professional actors. So yeah, this is the part that no one gets what a head abbot means, but anyways. And at the end, what happened was the massacre of the Shaolin Temple. And all 60 of the monks inside. 60 is 6 times 10. I'm good at math. And at the fists of the White Lotus. At the fists of the White Lotus. So when they were massacred at the fists of the White Lotus, which means Pai Mei just kicked their asses, you know? And yes, please. So it began the legend of Pai Mei's 5-point palm exploding heart technique. I would never remember this name, dude. So this is the part that this is a tale that happens on the movie, and it's that part of the short part. I mean, the 5 minutes summary of the movie showed when the guy Bill is telling the blonde lady about Pai Mei's 5-point palm exploding heart technique. It's a very nice part. It has a nice storytelling flow. It's one of the most beautiful parts of the movie. And I took it here in order to try to explain you guys that sometimes you find things that are hard to say, hard to understand, but what is really in the way of understanding this is some vocabulary. So the lesson taken from here is don't be afraid to look up vocabulary. Like, be a maniac all the time. Like, oh, I don't know how to say, I know, lixeira in English, man. I gotta look that up. We got cell phones in our pockets. Come on. We got access to this all the time. So this is how I managed to improve my English considerably after I became obsessed about looking up vocabulary. You know, so once you get some words out of the way, you'll manage to understand the whole context and learn better, you know? So yeah, I hope that was at least decent. So let's get to the next part, which is quiz time. Do you guys mind if we stay like 10, 15 minutes more? Is like, okay. Anyways, so we're gonna get to know more about the movie, and it's okay if you don't understand it, because there's gonna be a review after, and this is the part that some curiosities are shown and all. And yeah, it's interesting. Let's go. Let's start this. That's great.
You think you know Kill Bill? Well, here's 20 things you may not have known about Black Mamba and the Deadly Viper Assassination Squad. The idea for Kill Bill began during the filming of Pulp Fiction. Director Quentin Tarantino and actress Uma Thurman would talk about the types of movies that they wanted to do. Quentin was very interested in making a 1970s kung fu film, and Uma came up with what would become Kill Bill's opening scene.
It's your baby.
The original script for the film was 220 pages long. Although the bride's name is censored throughout Volume 1,
Just asked you a question.
you can see her name is Beatrix Kiddo on her plane ticket. This was the first of Tarantino's films that used the word f*** less than 100 times. There's only 17 f***s in this film.
I collect your f***ing head. Just like this f***er here.
Quentin Tarantino actually owns the Pussy Wagon and drove it every day to promote Volume 2. He lent it to Lady Gaga for the video for Telephone and to Missy Elliott for I'm Really Hot. This really happened, but was done by Uma Thurman's stunt double, Zoe Bell. The MPAA was unhappy with the amount of bloodshed in the film, so Tarantino made this sequence black and white to appease them. In the Japanese version of the film, this sequence is in color and has some additional shots. The bottom of the bride's shoe says "F you." 450 gallons of fake blood were used in these films. Bill was almost played by Jack Nicholson, Kurt Russell, Mickey Rourke, Kevin Costner, or Burt Reynolds. Warren Beatty was offered the role but turned it down. He suggested that David Carradine play the role instead. Meanwhile, Quentin Tarantino was only going to let Uma Thurman play the bride. He even delayed production for several months when Uma became pregnant. This long take was rehearsed for 6 hours and took 17 takes. It's rumored that Steadicam operator Larry McConkey passed out from exhaustion. These are the same glasses that Christian Slater wore in True Romance, which was also written by Quentin Tarantino. Originally, Quentin wanted Michael Madsen to play Johnny Moe, but decided that he would be better as Bill's brother Bud. When O-Ren Ishii says, it takes the bride 4 minutes and 59 seconds to finish the fight. Christopher Allen Nelson, who plays Tommy, is also the special effects makeup artist for the films. Daryl Hannah improvised this scene. She did it to make Quentin laugh, and he kept it in the film. Michael Park plays this guy and this guy. Ricardo Montalban was cast to play Esteban, but was unable to make an early read-through of the script. Michael Parks read his lines instead, and it impressed Quentin so much that he recast him. Robert Rodriguez scored Volume 2 for $1. Quentin Tarantino repaid him by directing this scene in Sin City for the astronomical price of $1. There's a deleted scene in Volume 2 that stars none other than Black Dynamite himself, Michael Jai White.
My mama said my daddy's name is Black Dynamite. So did my mama.
Oh, hush up, little girls. A lot of cats have that name.
And here's a bonus one. Quentin Tarantino makes a cameo as one of the Dead Crazy 88s. That's it for this episode of You Think You Know Movies. All right, make sure to subscribe, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and get the latest movie and TV news on ScreenCrush.com.
Awesome. Great. I just want you guys not to check on this channel. Check out on this channel, please, because I'll be using it for the next presentations, and I don't want you guys to be spoiled. All right. So let's get to know. All right, this is the last part. All right. Thanks. This is some quiz time. Yeah, everyone that gets the answer correct is getting treats, of course, and this is just for fun and you know, to try to get what this guy was saying on the video more clear. So every time the answer is got right, I mean, or someone misses it, I don't know, I'm gonna trigger the answer again, and then you get another chance to you know, see what the guy said on the trivia. So anyways, so Uma Thurman's the actress name, that blonde girl. But we never knew the character name. What was the name of that girl? Did you guys manage to hear if it's A, never shown on Volume 1? Nice, I'm mixing up things here. Volume 1. If it doesn't exist, Tarantino didn't give her a name. There are like movies like that. The main character doesn't have a name. See, it's Beatrix Kiddo, and Volume 1 shows it on the credits at the end. Or is it written on a plane ticket that the character uses to travel to Japan? So Does anyone want to answer that? As I expected. Okay, who? Louder, please. D, got some D's there. All right. Why is it letter D? Does someone want to explain why is it letter D? All right. Apart from you. We need microphones in here. He started to speak up here. I think it's a.
Who was? Who want to explain more?
Yeah. You gotta hold the button. Yeah, hold it down until it turns on.
Hey. Okay.
Yeah.
So I believe in the beginning of the trivia, they showed they talked about this thing, the name, and they showed a ticket, and there's a name. So I believe that no.
Yeah. Yeah, you're clever. You got it right. That's the reason. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Then I didn't remember the name because I cannot see from here. But
yeah,
but,
yeah. Who also got it the same way he did? You guys got it the same way, right? Yeah, nice, nice. Yeah, I was really tempted to answer this letter C, but as I did write it myself. I like fall for this. Anyway, but yeah, it's written on a plane ticket. It's never told. It doesn't appear at the end, but it's there on the plane ticket. Tarantino is like, let's see it again. Just click on answer, yeah. Yeah, it's tricky. You gotta figure this out on the next time. You don't, yeah.
Your question.
You can see her name is Beatrix Kiddo on her plane ticket. Yeah. This was the first of Tarantino's films that used the word "f" less than 100 times. There's only 17 f***s in this film.
I collect your f***ing head.
No, it's something.
Just like this f***er here.
Quentin Tarantino actually owns the Pussy Wagon and drove it every day to promote.
It's on the other side. Yeah. Yeah. Now it's selling every question, every answer up to every. All right. So you can see her name is Beatrix Kiddo because it's written on a plane ticket. I can't get the right sentence right now, but it's something like that. All right. So the second question is, this was the first of Tarantino's films so far that had the most number of fucks said by characters. B, didn't have Tarantino as an actor. You know that sometimes Tarantino appears as an actor and all. And their movies has lots of fucks as well. And or C, had less than 100 fucks said by characters. Or D, Tarantino's character doesn't die, which is something that usually happens on his movies as well. He sometimes, many times, plays a character that ends up dying. Anyways, don't trigger the answer yet. People gotta answer it. So go on. Who wants to give it a shot? Yeah, we got a hand right here. Got. Yeah, let's give the guys in the back some opportunity. I don't know why he just passed.
If I answered right, we win a prize or something like that.
Yeah, you got a treat.
So it's me.
Yeah.
I think it's letter
some
C,
candies.
right?
Sorry?
Letter C.
Letter C had less than 100 fucks had by characters?
Yeah, I think it had only 97 or something like that.
Oh,
17.
did you manage to hear something like that?
I don't remember the right number, but when it's showing the Japanese girl, it says like, it's the only movie that doesn't have, 100 fucks, and I think it's 7 something. I don't remember.
All right,
17,
all right.
17,
Let's
like
skip that. Does anyone have a different answer? She has something to say.
Oh, if I understand the number of the fucks. But I understand that more than 100 fucks in a film.
So you think it has
it's
more?
the opposite of the little C. So I think little B is the answer. I don't.
Okay, so you think it? Which letter that would be?
B.
that did not have Tarantino as an actor?
Yeah, I don't remember Tarantino as an actor.
All right, so let me see if I get it right. Berlin has another answer right there. Okay, let's skip. You got B because she managed to hear that he has more than 100, and then this guy heard quite the opposite. And then let's see what Berlin has to say.
I think it's A.
A had the most number of Fox
said
by characters. All right. Nobody thinks that Tarantino's character doesn't die. All right. Who cares about that? Who gives a fuck about that? All right. Wait. Let's wait for. Do we have candies for everyone out there, Jeff? All right. Let's trigger the answer and see how it goes. All right. Make sure to pause it right after the just his face.
This was the first of Tarantino's films that used the word "fuck" less than 100 times.
All right. Did you guys get it right this time? This is the first of Tarantino's movies that uses the word "fuck" less than 100 times. Wait. There's continuation of this, right? Let's yeah. I think it's. Let's get. Yeah.
Play again.
Yeah.
This was the first of Tarantino's films that used the word "fuck" less than 100 times. There's only 17 fucks in this film.
17 fucks. This is so low. Yeah, it's actually a shame. All right. Up to the next one. Okay, I promise this is the last one, and then you guys all free, but then there's more quiz. If you want to stay, just stay, okay? One of the films display a long take that was rehearsed for 6 hours and 17 takes. I will explain what that means, okay? About this scene. Okay, what I'm trying to say here is that a long take is a take. It's known as a take in... Sorry? It's an attempt, yeah. Yeah, attempt to film something like take one, and then people start doing their shit. All right. This is a long take. Like the things they don't stop. There's not interruption. There's no interruption between one scene and the other. That was rehearsed for 6 hours. Rehearsing is you're training to do that. I rehearsed for this presentation, even though it doesn't look like it. I rehearsed it for, I don't know, 15 minutes. And so it took 17 takes. This is weird that they used the take. It's so overused here, but there's a difference. There's the original take that is a sequence, and the 17 takes is I think is the change of cameras. I'm not an expert, but I looked that up, and I know that there's a overloading in this word, speaking like programmatically. So about this scene, it was a long scene. So people worked really hard to make that happen. So what happened? Some actors were fired and replaced by new ones because they couldn't handle it. Letter B, rumors are that a steady camera operator became unconscious while filming it. Dude, come on. Right? You're filming it for so long that, okay, I'm fainting. I'm dropping down, dude. There's no way I can do that anymore. Or C, the same extra. Extras are known as doublés here. The same actor who had died about 5 seconds ago appears again on a different spot. Like, you know, she kills one person here, and then 5 seconds later, she kills the same person again because they just didn't have more actors to do it. So, or D, it took 20% of the film's total budget. So money, it took 20% of the film's total money. Okay, who wants to give it a shot on that? Microphones out. All right. Okay, guys, if you didn't understand any sentence, anything, you can just raise your hands and ask. I'll try my best to explain it. All right, you got another. She's really, yeah, she's bringing for the whole family.
I'm gonna kick.
All right, you give it a shot.
I think it's a scene that took to how can I say? 20%,
yeah, that's exactly how
20% of the film total budget.
All right, you got letter D here. Anyone else?
No, it's our whole family.
For the whole family. Who's with her? Who doesn't agree? Who disagrees? Yeah, you give it a guess. You give it a shot. Yeah.
I believe it's B for ball, that the steady camera operator became unconscious.
What are your reasons?
Yeah, I think I heard that during the trivia.
All right. And why did you think it's 20% of the budgets? All right.
My May knows everything.
All right.
I believe
I'll
it's
give you the
letter-
slightest of nods. All right.
Yeah, I believe it's letter C because so many characters and so many extras.
All right. So you think they're reusing characters, right?
Yes.
They
yes,
all
and
they all had the
everything
same
that's-
clothes, right? So why
yeah,
not?
almost the same face.
Yeah, almost the same
Sorry.
face. Come on, Kanji's not gonna like that, but yeah. Okay. Okay, let's hear how that's the most difficult one. Let's see how it goes.
This long take was rehearsed for 6 hours and took 17 takes. It's rumored that Steadicam operator Larry McConkey passed out from exhaustion.
Yeah.
These are the same glasses that Chris...
Yeah. What did he say? He said, it's rumored that steady operator Larry McConkey passed out from exhaustion. This is quite hard to get because he said passed out and he said the name of the guy in the middle, which you can mix up with the rest of the sentence. So passed out, which means became unconscious. He it's like desmaiar. I don't know how to explain that better. And yeah, Jerry McConkey, he passed out from exhaustion, but it's just a rumor. I really hope he didn't do it. So yeah, that's it. There's lots of quiz here. Oh yeah, this is the one that I wanted to, not a real quiz, but there's a part that they say that Robert Rodriguez scored the movie. Whenever you say someone scored the movie, score, he usually means to get points or something like this in sports and things. But when someone scores a movie, he's actually making the soundtrack for it. It's an original soundtrack. So Robert Rodriguez, he scored Volume 2 for $1. And then Tarantino directed a scene on Rodriguez directed Sin City, the movie, for the same price, which means this guy, Robert Rodriguez, directed the movie Sin City, and Tarantino directed a scene for him for $1. It's like they're buddies. All right, I charge you $1, you charge me $1 back, and that's it. So yeah, that's the most important part. And right now, I think I'm gonna offer this guy 5 candies for this guest, right? Give me 5. So whoever knows the name of the person who made the Beatrix Kiddo sword will give. We'll have. Okay. Yeah, he has to. Wait.
It's something like Hataro Hanzo.
Wait.
It's something like Hataro Hanzo.
Wrong.
It's something like that. Come on.
Next
I got
one.
close.
That was a great guess though.
It's Hattori Hanzo.
Yeah, you got it right. Give this guy 5. Yeah. Tony Ramos, yeah. Tony Ramos is a great swords maker. That was pretty close, dude. I almost wanted to give you. Yeah. Yeah, the slightest of the wheel. All right, I'm gonna give you 2 for that. Oh yeah, you got it. Yeah, all right. So yeah, this is the time that I invite my friend Daniel to explain what he's gonna do on the next week and what's his initiative about.
Nope.
Oh,
no,
dude,
no, no.
no.
You're wrong. You're wrong. But yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it was
I didn't even
unintentional.
expect it.
That was
Guys,
unfathomable.
First, can you hear me? Is it okay? First of all, did everyone put their names on the tablet? Anyone missing? Leo, can you take it to Leo? Someone? Just Leo? Okay. Guys, I'm the ambassador for the gaming initiative, which is going to happen next week. Next week we have a holiday on Wednesday, so it's going to be on Thursday, exceptionally. And it's basically we're going to talk or play either electronic games or tabletop games. Does everybody know what a tabletop is? Everybody? Tabletop?
Hint,
like,
it stays on the
like
top of the
Ludo,
table.
Banco Imobiliário, kind of things. And
Yeah,
yeah,
board
Monopoly.
games.
And we're going to play one of them. Can you click? It's called Dixit. It's yeah. There you go.
Sorry,
Okay.
sorry.
Too much?
Oh,
Okay,
I
there you
got
go.
camera.
So we're going to play this game. It's going to be a little bit different because I'll just explain the rules at the start of the meeting really quick. And then we're going to set up some groups and play it. I promise you it's going to be really fun. So
Yeah,
hope to see you next weekend.
Yeah, I can give
Not
it.
weekend, week.
Yeah, it's actually gonna be funnier than my presentation. I
come
can't
on.
wait to play Dixit, dude. Because Dixit is awesome.
It's really easy, so don't
Yeah.
worry. It's not one of those big games that take hours.
Yeah, it
alright?
has
It's
a
like-
one-line rule for the whole
yeah,
game,
it's
kind of.
30 minutes. So
Yeah.
you're gonna have to register for it, just like the last time. And we have limited spots because we don't have that many games. We probably have 2 or 3, so we have many groups. But there will still be like 30 spots or something close to that. So make sure to register for that. All right?
Yeah. So, focus. Yeah, this is what I have for today. I hope you guys liked it, and we're really expecting your feedback. Like we really appreciate any kind of feedback because this is the first attempt, and we really want to improve for the next ones.
Yeah, actually, we have a form for the feedback.
Yes.
And we're going to send it to all of you. That's why
Yeah,
we're getting your names.
Yeah, I forgot to say.
So please, it's really small. Take 5 minutes to answer it.
Yeah.
With good or bad criticism.
Sure.
All right. Also, can we take a quick picture up front? Everyone? Like
Yeah,
a football
let's-
team?
Thank you. Oh yeah, the channels, right? Yeah, just make sure you have the right channels to reach out to us. Here's Slack, CIT-E4A.slack.com. Smart Canvas is how people gonna get this. I think if you look up to if you look it up like English4A, E4A actually on Smart Canvas is gonna reach straight to us. Or you can use bit.ly E4A-SC board. And if you want to reach us on YouTube, there's bit.ly E4A-YouTube. And the email is just e4a@CI&T.com. Okay, let's take this picture. The whole